back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time here. My name is Melissa. Channel here is Melissa underscore done in six. Same as my TikTok and Instagram. So if you're interested, you can also follow me over there. I like to talk about makeup, beauty, that sort of stuff. So if that interests you, feel free to subscribe, like, share, leave me some comments. I'd love to get to interact with you a bit more. Recently, I was watching a video from another YouTuber, Angelica Neefus. Sorry if I mispronounced that incorrectly. But she was doing a eyeshadow tag that was created by Shiki Geek. I'll link both of their videos down below. I'm just gonna go through the eyeshadow tag. I thought that'd be a fun idea. I love doing tag videos. I've only done one so far on this channel. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and answer all of the tag questions that she created for this tag that she calls the eyeshadow tag 5000 because there's so many tags that already exist. Okay, the first question is palette you wore on a special occasion. This is a relic of a palette. This is the Lorac Pro, the original. She was a great palette. I don't know if Lorac still makes this palette. I wish they would sort of like revamp their brand because they make good products. I guess it's just hard to keep up with the times. Um, but I wore this palette when I graduated from college with my bachelor's degree. I just did like a very simple eye. I probably used taupe in the crease and then cream on the lid because I did wear a bracelet. And for me, graduating college was a big deal. First in my family to even dream about going to college and actually graduating. So yeah, this is the palette I wore on that day. Next, palette you love, but it is repetitive. And I do think this is the same one the creator of the tag named as well. The Natasha Denona Metropolis palette. It is very beautiful. So many different colors, finishes. But like, if you just take a look, I do understand she's like playing around with different textures and finishes. But like, for instance, these three on the eye will look the same. The olives on the eye won't look that much different. The golds are not going to look much different. They'll look different when you swatch them on yourself, but on the actual eye, you're going to achieve the same sort of look. So it is a bit repetitive, but it is a beautiful palette. Again, another one I don't think is around any longer. Next is palette you've got your money's worth. I'm definitely gonna go with the Viseart Neutral Mattes. I use this palette whenever I need a good matte. Whenever I just want to go in with a matte eye, this is what I pull out. And you can also use these powders like on the face. Like this would work as a good contour for me. This I can use to brighten under the eye, even this one. So these are beautiful powders, so I've definitely gotten my money's worth out of these. Next, palette that is an amazing deal. Let me show you the swatches first. Okay, so those are some finger swatches. Would you believe me if I told you this palette cost me $1.25? Amazing quality. This is from LA Colors. They have different formulations if you go to like Dollar Tree, but this formulation in particular, and this color story is called Pink Love. I just think for $1.25 is, first of all, the color story is beautiful, super wearable. Gives you two mattes, two shimmers, good variety. No, there's nothing more I can say about it. This is just an amazing value at $1.25. performs just as well as some of my higher end products. Next is Quad You Love But Wish Was a Larger palette. This one was kind of hard, but ultimately I settled on the Chantecaille Giraffe Eye Quartet, which looks like that. I absolutely love, especially the shimmers in here, especially this one. I just wish they would expand upon this. I think it's such a colorful, well, not colorful, it's not colorful at all. I think it's very user friendly, wearable colors. The formula is really great. So if they would like expand on this colorway, I think that would be very pretty. Next is love the quality of the eyeshadows, hate the packaging. I had a few I was debating amongst, but I ultimately settled for the Kaleidos palette. This is the Escape Pod. It's just too big and bulky. It takes up so much unnecessary space. I don't have a lot of storage space. But I really enjoy the formula of these shadows, and I love the vibrant colors and the shimmers they give you. I just wish they would have made this like half the thickness that this is, because this is a whole book. So this was fun. Next one is Show Your Dream Palette with Singles. And this is hard because your dream palette can like switch day to day. But I just like laid out the singles I own and like what spoke to me. And I do have a thing for greens. So we went for some greens and some peachier tones. So I'll first just go with the neutrals. I always like to have a white and a black in a palette. I can lighten and darken any shade with these. I like to have my transition color, so something a little deeper than my actual skin color. And then getting into the shimmer shades. This one is from Glam Shop. I cannot pronounce that. I'll show you there. And I'll list it down below. The next shimmer shade is from the Sephora collection in 01. Here's a multi-chrome from Fiona in Mural. And then I did some more mattes. So this is more of a creamier based matte. Slightly darker than the white. This is the City Grace Drift. This green one here is also from Sydney Grace in Turtle Bay. And the last one here is like this peachy brown sort of shade. Also from Sydney Grace. Ooh. In the shade Laughter. And these other three mattes are from Lethal Cosmetics. Let me go ahead and just swatch everything out for you. And that is what that looks like. Wow, this is terrible swatching. Next is palettes I like to combine together. This was also hard, but I ultimately went in with the Hindash Monochromance palette. I know this palette gets a lot of criticism because of the hard pan it can create. The colors aren't like super pigmented upon application, but I really enjoy this formula. It's buildable. It blends out like no other powder I've ever seen. Like if you have texture on the eyes, like this is such a beautiful powder formula. So I like to combine this palette because it's got like fun colors You know, it goes from like deep to light. You also got the neutrals up here. And I like to combine this with the Vanessa Myricks Light Work Volume for Transcendence palette. And this is no mattes at all. This is a mixture of like multi-chromes. These two are water activated and these are flaky. So if you like were to press into them, you get this like insane foiled flaky sort of eyeshadow. But I like to take something fun like this, colorful, multi-chromes, and ground it with these sort of like matte eyeshadows. I think these two make a beautiful combination. Next is a large palette you wish was smaller. And I'm gonna go with the Be Perfect Carnival, the Antidote. This thing is giant. So I do really enjoy the colors in the formula, but it's so big and takes up so much space that I wish it was a little bit more condensed. And the last prompt from this tag, eyeshadow palette you wish had a matching face. This one was hard, but I ultimately settled on the Dior palette in Tutu. I really, really like this color story. So sorry. But I have a problem sort of matching my face products to cooler toned eyeshadow palettes. I feel like my blush and my lips are always a little bit too warm for what I'm going for. So it would be nice if there were like an additional face palette and like the perfect lipstick to go along with these sort of colors. I just have trouble again. And if I want to go for like a cool tone look, I never know what to pair with. So that would be pretty cool if York could do that. And that was the eyeshadow palette tag 5000. Again, I'm going to link the video from Angelica and Cheeky, who I saw originated the video. I'll link their videos down below. I will link any shadows or palettes that are still available down below as well. Thank you so much for joining me. That was fun. Let me know if there's any other tags you'd like me to do. I have a cat here. But yeah. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate anyone taking the time to watch my videos. Please, like, if you want to do this tag, do it. Tag the creator. Let me know you've done it as well. Or just answer the tags down below in the comments. I'd like to, again, get to know you all a bit more. Build a little you. This is not. Yeah, this is you too. I'm confused. I just saw the Barbie movie. It was 10 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. But I'm tired. It's late here. So I'm just rambling at this point. Again, thank you. Hope you enjoyed this sort of video. See you next time.